friends, in today's video we are going to be doing a lot of things. We are going to be tackling some areas that I have let go recently. I've noticed, I think everybody at the beginning of the year, now this is already February already, January just flew by, but I was still taking Christmas down in January, so I'm a month behind. But anyway, this time of year, the beginning of the year, most people like to declutter and donate a lot of stuff, go through things, throw stuff away, and just kind of reassess their homes, reassess their lives, and just get into those areas that have been neglected for a year. And I am no different. I have areas like that myself. And so that is what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be doing a lot of decluttering and getting into those forgotten areas. Now, this video will span a few days, 2 or 3 days, so you will see different outfit changes, and yes, there will be parts of this video where I'm in my pajamas. Right now I'm in clothes, but I got a house coat on because it's a little bit chilly, but I'm sure once I get moving I will be warm and I will take the house coat off. But anyway, without further ado, let's get started. Let's get some of these areas tackled that have been neglected. So the first place I want to tackle is my bathroom. It's not that I have neglected this one for months, but it is one of those areas that gets kind of last on my list most of the time, and the sink especially gets really, really cluttered. Next, I am going to tackle my clothes. I know I just decluttered my clothes not that long ago, but this time I went through it with a different mindset, and I really just got rid of things that I haven't worn in a really long time, or that honestly I will probably never wear again. And yeah, I was able to declutter quite a bit, which you will see when we get to the end of this segment of the video. And this is what I ended up decluttering. Quite a few things. These are just things I have not worn. If I haven't worn them in a year or more, if they were things that were almost worn out, if they were things that don't fit me and probably never will fit me again, it was time to let them go. And I was able to completely empty out 2 drawers. So now I have 2 empty drawers that has absolutely nothing in it. The next area I want to get to is this corner hutch in my dining room. Now I decluttered the inside of it not that long ago, so I'm not going to mess with that. But the outside of it needs a good cleaning. I need to go through what's down in that cupboard there. And then you will see on here there are some areas that I need to touch up the paint. Believe it or not, this is from a plant. This vining plant right here, I used to have on this side, and it vines and grows like crazy. Like, it's clear down here. So a couple of times a year, I give it a good haircut. And the very first time I did that, which what I mean by that is I trim it back pretty vigorously. I trim it back. But the first time I did that, I left it hanging about this long. And I did not realize that once you trimmed it, it would drip sap. So I had a puddle of like sap on the floor, and then this is sap from that plant, and it discolored my cabinet in several areas. Even down here you can see. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to wash this cabinet down. I'm going to declutter. There's a lot of stuff in there that I have no idea what it is or why it's there or why I still have it. So I'm going to declutter that, and then I'm not going to repaint the entire cabinet. I'm just going to touch up the few areas that are discolored from that plant. So this is what I'm going to take out of that cabinet. I'm not getting rid of all of this stuff. This was sent to me, I can't even remember by who. I think the church that I was attending at the time sent me this with a flower in it for when Travis was born. And I forgot all about this. And it's so cute. So I'm going to stick this in my other corner hutch where I can actually see it. And then this stuff I'm going to get rid of. I don't do roll out cookies, so I'm going to get rid of those. And then this was super cute and I used it for a while. But ants. Ants was attracted to the honey, and so I was having trouble with that. Now I don't know if I'll get rid of this or if I'll just save it for a decor piece. So I'll put that up in the cabinet with that, but these two I am going to donate. I actually thought ahead for once, and when I painted this corner hutch, I kept a little bit of the paint that was left in a glass jar, and I actually kept it in the cabinet so that I would remember that this was the paint that we used on this cabinet. Now, of course, it needs to be stirred up really well, and it shouldn't take me very long to touch up these few areas. My son Travis has a very dirty job. He works very, very hard, and sometimes he works in conditions that are very filthy. He does HVAC and sheet metal work. And above my corner hutch here is where Scott and Travis put their lunch boxes in the evenings and on weekends. And right here on the wall is from Travis's lunchbox, because his lunchbox gets covered in whatever, dirt, grime as well. So I've got a magic eraser. It's kind of an old beat up one. It's the only one I could find. I thought I had more, but I'm going to try to get that off the wall. And then there's one other spot where he gets so dirty. I'll show you that when I get done with this wall. This is the other spot in the house that Travis gets filthy. This is our front door. He parks his car right out here, and his bedroom is right there. So he uses this door to come and go. And when he gets home from work, his hands are not the cleanest. So when he shuts this door, he leaves dirty handprints all over the door. So again, I've got the magic eraser, and then I've got this little thing that's got like a magic eraser insert and then more of a scrubby surface here. So we'll see which one works the best to get this door cleaned. Well, there's lots of shadows from the different, like from the plants and stuff. So those are shadows. But the dirt is, by my naked eye, I can't see any more dirt on there. So this little thing did a great job. The next area that needs to be tackled are these top two baskets here. This is in my microwave stand, and these are used for storage. The bottom two are okay because we use those quite often, and so everything in there is stuff we use and in its proper place. These top two baskets have become like junk drawer, like major junk drawer. So I need to go through both of those and throw stuff away and get things reorganized. The next thing, and probably the last thing I get to in this video, is my hutch here. And this really isn't a decluttering thing, but this is something that I've been wanting to get to. It might be a little bit early because it's still technically winter, but I'm itching for spring and I'm ready to turn this back into a spring slash summer scene. And what I mainly want to do is I got some of this really pretty peel and stick like shelf liner paper, and I want to line the back of these two areas with this shelf liner. So in order to do that, I have to take everything off. And so if I'm going to bother taking everything off, when I put it back, I'm not going to put the snow and all that stuff back on there. So let's get going on this project. that took me entirely too long to do. It took me a couple hours to get this finished, but this is how it turned out. I really like the way that shelf liner looks on the walls. I was trying to give it, as you can see, an outdoor like brick with the vines crawling up it look, and I really like it. I ran out. I wanted to do all four sides as well, and I ran out. I did the top shelf and I ran out, didn't have enough. I don't know if I will bother buying another roll of it. I had ordered it through Amazon just for that one little space. I may come up with some other solution to that, or I might just leave it for now. But I don't know, it may bug me enough that I just go ahead and order another roll, because I can always use the stuff for other art projects anyway. But yeah, this is, it's not really decorated for spring per se. I just got all of the winter stuff out, and I really like the way it turned out. I think it's super cute. And yes, I went down later that night and ordered another roll of that shelf liner. I was sitting in my seat on my couch looking at that and looking at it, and I'm like, it just does not look finished because I don't have all four of the sides done. The only thing I would have to say about the shelf liner that I'm not 100% thrilled with is that because it's shelf liner and not wallpaper, I couldn't meet, there were no seams to meet up, if you know what I mean. So the pattern does not flow seamlessly. But because of the design, because of the nature of the design, you can't really tell it unless you just stand there and stare at it. So overall, I'm really happy with it. But yes, I definitely did order another roll, and I will be finishing this project up at a later date. Alright friends, this video has gone on long enough. I do still have several areas in my home that I need to give attention to, but that's going to happen on a later date. Thanks so much for watching, friends. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section below, and we will talk to you all later. Bye-bye, friends.